If you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you already know who the best sniper is in the Bad Batch. But who's the second best? In order to answer this question, I went through 6 of the most action-packed episodes in the Bad Batch Season 1 and counted every single laser blast and tracked who shot it and whether it hit its target or not. Using that data and some of the feats that these characters have accomplished, we're going to determine who the second best sniper is in the Bad Batch. So let's go straight into the data. From the limited sample size that I have, Crosshair had the highest accuracy just as expected. It was 89.3%. But surprisingly, Tech was only 5% behind him with an accuracy of 84.6%. Now it's important to consider some of the confounding effects that could have caused the percentages to be so close together. Crosshair shoots from an incredibly long range, and most of his shots are from long distance. Tech, on the other hand, we see him running into battle, and he has a lot of up-close shots that are hitting their target. It's similar to how a center or power forward in basketball like Shaquille O'Neal has a higher field goal percentage than Steph Curry, even though Curry is a better shooter. But Crosshair has a higher percentage hits and a longer distance from where he's shooting than any member of the Bad Batch. After Tech, we have Hunter, who has a 60% accuracy, which is a massive drop-off from Tech's 84. But we have a lot more data for Hunter than we do for Tech. We have 60 shots in the sample, while for Tech we only have 13. A smaller sample size means that our accuracy is more likely to be further away from the true accuracy of Tech, and it means that we don't have a very good guess as to where his accuracy really is. With a sample size of 60, it seems that we have enough evidence to say Hunter's true accuracy is going to be somewhere around 60%. But for Tech, that number could be much lower or much higher, because the sample size is just so low. Next up, we have Echo and Wrecker. Echo has an accuracy of 59.1%, and Wrecker has 56.3%. Again, like we were talking earlier, Wrecker shoots at a much closer range because he's often leading the charge for the Bad Batch. So it makes sense for him to have a relatively high accuracy. Now, I do want to point out Wrecker is a better shot than most regular clone troopers and is still highly skilled, just not as accurate as the other members of the Bad Batch. Omega was measured to have a 50% accuracy, but that's only because of one episode where she missed 5 shots, and that was the standoff on Kamino versus Crosshair. Out of the episodes I measured, she had no misses with her Zygerrian energy bow. That doesn't mean she's the best shot, but that means that she does have insane potential and could be the second best shot in the future. So after looking at the accuracies, I think we can eliminate Omega and Wrecker as options for the second best shot as of right now. So that leaves us with Echo, Hunter, and Tech. So let's look at some non-numerical information to find out which one of these 3 is the most likely to be the winner. Echo is very skilled with a blaster, and evidence of this is during the Battle of Kamino, he and Fives were put in sniper position. But we don't have any good shooting feats to scale his abilities off of. We just know that he's accurate. Tech and Hunter, however, have specific scenarios where we were able to see their shooting abilities firsthand. Tech's best moment was during the Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 9, The Crossing, where the Bad Batch is trapped in an Ipsium mine and needs to blow their way out of there. Wrecker asks,
"How come he gets to blow it up?"
If the shot is not precise, it will cause another cave-in.
if we look at the context of the scenario, Wrecker, Tech, Hunter, and Omega are all present, but Tech is the one that's taking the shot. That seems to be an indicator that Tech is the best shot out of the Bad Batch. But we have to consider one more thing. This episode was focused on Tech's development, and it's not uncommon to see characters who are focused in development or main characters of the episode to have the spotlight. So Tech could have been taking that shot just because the episode was focused on Tech, not because he's a better shot than Hunter. So let's look at Hunter's best feat. Hunter managed to shoot down a V-Wing with only his DC-17 blaster, and that feat is actually what motivated me to make this video in the first place. The amount of precision it takes to hit the engine of a moving object that is coming at you at a very high speed is insane. And at the end of the day, that's the best shooting feat we've seen in the Bad Batch by anyone other than Crosshair. And for that reason, I'm going to completely ignore the fact that Tech has a 24% higher accuracy than Hunter because the data collection was just too small. I will reconduct this study with every single episode in the Bad Batch, but as of right now, Hunter, in my opinion, is the second best shot in the Bad Batch, followed by Tech, and Echo not far behind. But let me know who you think the best shot is out of the Bad Batch, other than Crosshair, and if you think the idea of measuring accuracies based on actual shots in the show is a good idea.